YouTube, what's going on? Hope all is well. This is Kai Louie here. This is video vlog 19, and this is on Never Give Up. Who has ever heard of that? Who has used that expression before? And who actually knows what that means? Because sometimes you can say it, but you don't go by it. You get what I mean by that? And this is going to cross back into the fears vlog that I did a while back. Because a lot of these fears that people have, it causes them to give up because the struggles, they don't know how to go about it. They don't go through it. You got to go through it. You got to fight through it. Um, you know what I mean? And so we're going to go in depth with this a little bit because believe me, I have said this to myself many, many times because I was going to give up on myself and in life because of things that I've gone through. I've explained it many, many times, but maybe I should go more in depth up on what I've been through. And I'm not and I know all of you have gone through stuff. But like here's the thing. I think you guys, some of you may know that I love to write poetry. All right. And poetry is my voice. Um for a long time growing up, I was very, very, very shy. And I didn't know how to talk to people. I didn't know how to go at things because I was scared because of what I went through in sixth grade when I was bullied for 2 months by a group of kids, let alone bullied by teachers. And I'll explain what I mean by bullied by teachers. When they talk at you and talk down to you and put you down, that's what I mean by bullying. That's what happened to me quite a bit. Um, and that's why I kind of took a vow and just said I'm gonna be to myself and not worry about others. I'm gonna do what I need to do for me and you know shush people away. Um, and so basically, with what I went through, I was gonna give up on life when I was really really super depressed. I went to a bridge and I was going to commit suicide. And something and I don't want to sound like a crazy person, even though I can be crazy, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I heard God's voice. I heard God talk to me. It was at the time that I was at the bridge. I was going to commit suicide. I was struggling with the whole thoughts in my mind of why I was being bullied when I was bullied. It stopped. But then I had to deal with my grandma having breast cancer and dying from that. My grandpa heartbroken over it. My family, just everything changed at that moment and that time. And trying to talk to a counselor, that helped me a little bit. But God spoke to me at the bridge when I was going to commit suicide and said, "I'm here. I know what you're going through, and I get it." Because when I don't mean to preach, or maybe I do, okay? Don't take offense to it. But when Jesus was being crucified, he did it because he loved all of us. did it because he loves all of you. When he was crucified, his own people turned on him. We turned on him. And he still has never given up on us. Whether you may believe in him or not, he still loves you. He is still there for you. And he literally spoke to me and said, "Stop. Don't do this. You commit suicide, your life is done. There's no going back, obviously. And think about your family and those who love you and actually care for you. They would lose you." And they went, "No, why?" I wrote a poem, or I started writing a poem called Never Give Up a while back, but I never finished it. So I have a challenge for those of you who are viewers, those of you who have subscribed, those of you who haven't subscribed. I'm going to put the first paragraph down that I wrote, and I want you guys to add to it by commenting down below. I want you guys to add your piece to this poem, and I will put it into one long one, and I will one day in a vlog read it to all of you to share it, and you guys can share my video to those who may be suffering and hurting. Alright, I gotta make this quick because I still have a lot more to talk about. When I was young, growing up, I had no idea what was in store for my future. No one does. Through life, there is a journey. I would pray for things, those things I never got. Now, no matter how much I gave into it and fought. So there's my part. And I'll write it down too, so then you guys can add to it that way as well. So we can make it long and we can get it out there. But I have a couple quotes here, guys, and it's so true. Remember, the beginning is always the hardest. And don't quit. If you're in pain and hurting, get a reward from it. What's the reward in giving up? What do you achieve if you give up? Nothing. I knew that there was going to be more challenges in life after I got through my depression. And I had to push myself to rid the evil that's around me. How was I going to do that? Pray, read the Bible, go to church, talk to friends, talk to pastors, talk to my dad, talk to my mom. And they told me the same thing. Never give up. Again, it brings me back to the fear vlog that I did a while back. When you are going through all that, you don't know what to do. You're kind of blocked by a wall and you don't know how to go at it. You know what I mean? You think it's easy to climb, right? And like I've said before, life is not meant to be easy. When life gets you down, you have to choose to get back up. No one's going to do that for you. They can only do so much. It's up to you. 1 Corinthians 13:7 says, love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstances. So if you're passionate about something, don't give up. Work through what you're going through, but don't give up. If your marriage is struggling, if your marriage is kind of if it's hurting, talk. Let out what you're going through. Because the idea of marriage is that vow that says, till death do us part. Now, I'm not married, but I know when I say that to one I marry, and I'm hoping my girlfriend, who I'm with now, hint, hint, I'm not going to give up on her. I'm not going to give up on us. After all that you go through in the path to getting married, remember those words that you say to your spouse on the altar. Till death do us part. I vow to be yours. I vow to cherish you through sickness and in health. There's going to be struggles, right? You're going to argue. You're going to disagree on things. But it's marriage, guys. If I might have to continue this vlog in another video, guys. I hate to do this because this is something that I'm just very passionate about. You know, as you can tell, I'm getting kind of emotional over it. It's easy to give up on a job when things aren't going great. And I'm speaking from experience. You do what you do. You can work as hard as you can. Sometimes it's not seen. Sometimes it's not acknowledged. And that's when you say, maybe I don't want to be part of this. But you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. Whatever job it may be. Unless if it's, police officers and firefighters and EMTs, soldiers. They do what they do to protect all of us. And they never give up. Even though sometimes you don't understand how they go at things, they're doing it because they care. Hopefully. Some of them, I'm not going to be all political here, but you could tell which ones actually care and which ones don't. But hey guys, I'm gonna do this some more on another video, okay? I'll be right back. Kai Louie out.